So, do you allow clients to bring a guest in your room? Well, I do not anymore. But again, early in my career, my first few years, I did, because you don't know what you don't know, when you're a newbie, and you're just being polite. And why not let your client bring her husband or her best friend or her sister or whatnot? Why not? What's the harm? Well, do it enough and you will experience some instances where, it's horrible. I mean, some guests are good guests and some guests are not. I mean, they want to put their 2 cents in. I've had, many cases where I'm not even really talking to my client because, the guest over here, the husband or, the sister or what, I mean, she's like dominating the room and she's the one critiquing my eyebrow drawing or, the color that I'm trying to choose, not the client. And so once that happened, I mean, it's really super annoying. And it's also distracting. Like, I don't let my apprentices, Michonne is 7 years into her career now, and she's really talented, really skilled, really good. And she's got a very strong personality, very strong rules into her procedure room. So if she makes a decision and wants to bring in, allow a client to bring a guest, that's her discretion. She can if she likes. She's earned it. But like Stephanie and Amy, my they're newer, and no, I do not allow them to have guests. Only the client is allowed in their room, and I don't allow guests. The guests can wait in the lobby. We got a beautiful lobby. We got candy out there, and water, and comfy couch, and they can wait out there. Why do they need to be in the room? For a second opinion? I don't want a second opinion.
Yeah. And then sometimes some clients are indecisive.
And sometimes clients are too indecisive or, sometimes a client don't even know what they want. But, I just don't like the distraction of someone else in the room. I like just me and the client in the room. The only exception is if the client doesn't speak English. And, because we do a lot of Hispanic clients here. But we have you now, Olivia, and Ari. You guys speak fluent Spanish. But before you guys joined us, then that, of course, was an exception. They would bring someone that did speak, English so we could communicate. So there are some instances where you should allow a guest, for that purpose, so you can communicate. But just to bring a guest for like a second opinion or just for like moral support, personally, I don't like a guest. I've just had enough bad experiences with, it's like you just want to give the guest the hand, like stop. And, because it's hard enough dealing with the client and appeasing the client, making the client happy. Some clients are super easily pleased and whatever you draw on them, they're just going to like. But a lot of people are super picky and they critique your work and you're constantly tweaking and adjusting and, to get it just right. And if you got, someone over here in the corner also putting their 2 cents in, then it can be annoying and it can be difficult and it can be distracting. And phone use, like, do you allow a client to use the phone? I mean, of course we have to let the client bring in a phone. Everybody has a phone nowadays, but no, I have them turn their phone off. I have a little sign on my wall. Please turn your phone off. It's distracting. You have clients that want to keep the phone out and they want to answer their phone in the middle of a procedure. And no, and that's just not going to happen with me. You're right in the middle of tattooing, and you're in your groove and the phone rings. Like, oh, can I get this? Well, no, you can't get this. I'm like tattooing your eyebrow, but, if you allow them to read a text and then, an answer or, listen to their voicemail or answer their phone, you have to stop what you're doing. You have to put down your machine. You got to sit there and wait, for them to finish, and you got to start back up. And it just ruins like my groove. It ruins the flow. It prolongs the procedure, which can cause additional swelling. It can cause more discomfort. And I just don't like it, period. I just don't like it. So I don't allow phone use. The only exception is if I have a mom come in and she's got a child and the child is home sick, with a babysitter or something. There's something like that. I had someone and her mom had a stroke, was in the hospital. Her mom was stable and doing okay. She did keep her appointment with me, but she wanted to keep her phone on. That made her feel secure. And of course I was okay with that. Mm-hmm. So there's always exceptions, why you would allow someone to keep their phone on and answer it, in certain sensitive cases like that. But just to have their phone and, answer their phone and, talk back and forth on text, no, I just don't really enjoy that. And I don't allow it. I work on women that are busy on the go. They're running their own companies and they want to be able to sit there and work and do emails and, Zoom calls, during their procedure. And I'm like, no, I just had one like maybe 3 weeks ago. And I know she's super busy and she has a lot of clients and whatnot, but no, I mean, no, I'm busy too, and I go get tattoos. I go, get my hair done. I go do things. If I can eke out 2 hours out of my day where I don't have to be, emailing and putting out fires and doing this and the other, then I think most people can. Yeah. Right. So, no. So if you're going to book an appointment with me, just no working, relax. I'll turn on some Elvis and some Cher and some Journey and, we'll listen to some good music and
You'll probably dance a little bit.
Yeah, I'll dance. I sing. I do sing for them. A good song comes on. I sing and we'll have some good conversation. We'll talk about whatever you want. I'll counsel you if you need counseling and you'll leave feeling really good about yourself because, conversation's good, my energy's good, and the music was good, so yeah. But if you come in, you try to work, and this, and you're not listening to me, and your phone's ringing, I could get a little snatchy, maybe, and like, hey, put that phone down, we're trying to do something in here. So yeah, that's it, Olivia. Those were my client topics that I wanted to talk about today. Yeah.
Very important ones. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So hey, you guys, thank you for joining me today. I just wanted to remind you to check out our Tatter-a-fact podcast on YouTube, the Tatter-a-fact channel. And if you're streaming us, a lot of people are audio. They prefer audio. If you're streaming us on Spotify, Podcast Addict, BuzzFeed, and Apple Podcasts, that's where you tune in and listen to us. Please jump on over to YouTube and like and follow us and like our episodes. Your likes and follows mean the world to us and we appreciate them very, very much. And some exciting news too. We figured out how to do Zoom. So we've got, we'll be doing some remote episodes coming up. I've lined up some really super cool, amazing guests from all over the world, names that you will know and recognize. And when you know me, I'm going to ask some really good questions. We're going to we're going to get to the nitty of it and talk. We're going to talk shop. We're going to get a little personal. And I'm going to ask the questions that you want to hear answers to. So I'm really excited about that. Yeah, we waited a while to do it because I kind of wanted to hone my podcast skills and, my talking skills and whatnot, because, it's not easy, man, doing these fucking podcasts. It feels a little weird. And today, especially, I'm by myself. I don't necessarily enjoy being by myself. Yeah. I like having someone to bat back and forth. But you were pretty good today, Olivia.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm actually pretty proud of myself.
Yeah. We're going to put a camera on you soon so everybody can see what you look like. But, yeah. So All right. So we got that coming up. And thank you for everybody downloading, our episodes, following us and supporting us. And I get private messages like crazy after each new episode. And so I know people are liking this, and that makes me, that just makes me really super happy and feel really good. And so I love it. I love it. So let me leave you with this. The grass isn't always greener. It's oftentimes fake.
Good one.
Yeah. Think about that.
Yeah.
Think about that for a minute, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because, we only post the pretty shit, Livia.
Yep. Yep. That's why we can't depend on social media.
That's right. That's right. And, yeah. So I like that one. The grass isn't always greener. It's oftentimes fake. I love that. I love that. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us, and stay in the pursuit of happiness. We will see you next time.